My name is Matt Baker. I'm an artist and I'm working with a fellow artist called T.S. Bell, who together we're putting on a show that's called Nothing About Us Without Us is For Us, which is part of the Glasgow International Festival of Visual Art, and it's based in Govan. The project has been a very long-running and involved thing that involves an awful lot of people, organisations, community groups, individuals from the area. And really what we're about is trying to reclaim back some of the spaces in Govan that have perhaps got lost over the years. And one of the really strong strands of art practice in Scotland is about work that is grown in a place and grows from a connection to that place and to the people that own that place. And I think that's something that George certainly talked about and showed in his work, and it's something that certainly I feel very passionately about as being the way that I feel that is the right way to go.
You know, he's such a tremendously gregarious person, I think, and also really inquisitive and funny. I think his sense of humor was really the first thing that I noticed, you know? And also his, I think, quite a unique, I would say a genuinely unique way of looking at the world, which is really valuable, you know? I think quite humorous and quite, you know, quite critical at the same time, so, which is not a combination that many people achieve well.
I've written a book about the ancient kingdom of Strathclyde, and of course Govan was the capital of that kingdom for quite a long time. And so I've always had an interest in Govan since I've been doing this research. And earlier this year I made contact with the artist Matt Baker, and I met Matt in Govan, and we had a talk about some mutual interests relating to the history of Govan and the carved stones of the old kingdom of Strathclyde. And after that meeting, Matt was organising the event tonight for the George Wyllie Festival, and he asked me if I would do a short talk on the early history of Govan, just to slot in with the programme of the Wyllie event tonight.
I'm Liz Gardiner. I'm the Executive Director of Fable Vision. I've been based here in Govan for 28 years. And I've known George since I was a teenager. He and my dad share a love of jazz and played jazz together, so he used to arrive at my dad's house with his big bass. I was going to say bass guitar, but it's not, it's a double bass, isn't it? And all these jazz cronies, and they would play in the living room, and yeah, so I've known him for most of my life. Striding across the Macher and on Mull, herding sheep and setting fire to crofts when we were doing a reenactment of Highland clearances. Working his great big crocodile, he made a huge big crocodile for us when we did Peter Pan at the tramway, and a monstrous thing with snapping jaws that came down a huge chute and chopped in half a public school boy's tie, you know. So, and he did this every night for, I can't remember, it was a week's run or something. What's weird about him is if he's dead, he's not dead. He's very much alive and knowing exactly what's going on and wishing us all very well.